Hi, today's video will cover Legendary Chrome's Change Fate, specifically how you can manipulate Change Fate, and this I believe can be very useful in Arena. After Chrome's release, I remember a lot of people talking about Change Fate and how deceptive it was. When playing, I also had to learn how it works. As time passes, I was getting closer and closer to understand it, to the point I was often right, but not always, and the not always is frustrating. What I knew about Change Fate is that the closer I get to Chrome's allies, the higher the chance he would trigger Change Fate. Yet it wasn't 100% true. I searched for an explanation, but I wasn't able to find any answer. Then after I got Ninja Ana, Water Season became a joke and Chrome itself wasn't a threat in either race. So I never bothered to find the last piece of puzzle, but recently I was thinking maybe I should find the answer. Still, I wasn't able to find anything related to this until I came across an older video from a player called Brotel, a video in which he explains how Lucina's future vision works. I highly recommend you to watch it. Brotel apparently stopped playing the game. I'm sad we lost a great contributor, a great player. He also had some very old videos explaining AI mechanics. Those were of great value as well. So basically Future Vision works the same way as Swap. Then I came to realize this. Because Change Fate was basically a reposition assist, maybe it uses the same rule as reposition. That is to say, same rule as any positional assist. I wanted to see it with my own eyes, and eventually I confirmed that indeed, Change Fate works the same way as reposition, and this assist is always used for defensive purpose, not offensive. Chrome will never use Change Fate because he wants or can attack someone. He will use it to reduce the number of enemy threat on, let's say, Edelgard, reducing the number of enemy threat from 2 to 1 or from 1 to 0. Let me show you. If Bernadetta was all alone, no one else. From here I know Chrome will never use Change Fate because Edelgard moves before Chrome. No matter where Edelgard is moving,
yes,
here, here, or here, you can see that Bernadetta is threatening every time. So it doesn't matter that Chrome uses Change Fate because the enemy threat on Edelgard will not be reduced from 1 to 0. However, in Arena, you have 4 units in your team, so the challenge will be to predict where Edelgard is moving. And here I know, because of her lowest defensive stat, Edelgard is looking for Peony. So,
it will be done.
if I do this,
Victory is in sight.
Death's caress. Maybe the glimmer.
I am about to force Edelgard
If you say so.
to move here, but this tile is not threatened by anyone else except Bernadetta, as you can see. In other words, Chrome will not use Change Fate. As explained, this is kind of curious because if he can use Change Fate, he would be able to attack Bernadetta. But obviously he's not using it because this kind of skill is always used to protect an ally. If now instead
I can do it. Maybe.
I do
I
this
bestow my blessing.
A daring plan.
Yes. Good morning.
by placing Peony here, I know Edelgard is moving
Right, boss.
here. But by doing so, Edelgard increases the number of enemy threat from 1 to 2. In other words, if Chrome uses Change Fate, he will reduce the number of enemy threat with respect to Edelgard from 2 to only 1. Thus, he activates Change Fate. And he commits a suicide attack. Now that we understand Chrome's behavior, because truth be told, there is not much else to say about it. It's as simple as it gets. Brotel has a more detailed video again, just watch it. Having said that, I do not suggest you to run away from Chrome's change fate while playing Arena. Instead, and listen carefully, you should manipulate and force change fate as soon as possible, turn 1 or 2. Reason for this is that the longer you wait, the more dangerous Chrome becomes. Eventually all 4 units coming at you come together, pushing you into a corner. You will find Duo Leaf covering Chrome, Chrome covering Brave Edelgard, and Brave Edelgard having Far Save covering for both Duo Leaf and Chrome. Game over. Instead, if you look carefully at what Chrome was doing here, he was pushing Edelgard far away by using Change Fate. Because Edelgard is now isolated away from everyone else, she cannot activate Far Save, and you can deal with her alone at the end. Forcing Chrome to commit a suicide attack turn 1 or 2 releases the pressure on the following turns. I really want to insist that even though Chrome is quite good, there are many more threatening units in Arena today. While you can easily tank Chrome with a good blue or green unit, you cannot tank Lilina unless you have even pulse tie. Don't try it. Legendary Cloud is also worse than Chrome because unless you can double him back, he will never die. Thus, increasing next turn pressure with Duo Leaf and Far Save coming for you at once. Legendary Sigurd providing +1 movement unless you use Ruse or Guard skill is also more difficult to deal with. Pathfinder Note Dagger, you will find them in Arena, and these are more dangerous than Change Fate. You will even see some other mythics like Seros, Destined Counter Quick Riposte, and trust me, she's beyond disgusting. Even duo heroes like Duo Leaf, Duo by Left Windsweep, Duo Lean Windsweep, they are probably more dangerous than Chrome. And I am not even talking about Fallen Edelgard. Really, in general, Water is probably the easiest season right now. Good greens are available in Grail Shop. In the end, don't be afraid of Change Fate. Do not try to avoid it, instead try to force its activation sooner to make your Arena match easier. Being able to deal with foes one by one is the easiest way to win Arena match. So that's it for today's video.